And there we go, guys. That's our final last 200cc that we completed. Let's see if anything special happens. I don't think there will be, though. Maybe like a thank you or something. Nope, nothing. Hello everyone, my name is Lee, and welcome to this video. This is going to be a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe 200cc Grand Prix Player's Guide. And I guess this is probably the best title for that, because this is going to be hell. If you don't know how to do it, this is going to be really hard. And Bowser, yeah, you deserve that title right here. Guys. Okay, guys. Do you really want to do this? Like, do you really want to put in the time to put in this? Like, you really want to put yourself through that torture? Okay. I'm going to give you tricks and tips for 200cc. I'm going to share with you the method that I used that was particularly easier than the other methods that I tried. So there's a few things that I want to go over first before I start this guide. This is not something that you're going to complete. I guarantee you this is not something that you're going to complete in one run through. The RNG in this is so crazy. The speed is so fast. The other opponents are going to catch up to you. You have to be very consistent in your driving, because if you get hit or if you crash or if you do whatever, the other computers are going to catch up to you so fast. So the margin for error is very little here. You do not want to make any mistakes. But with these tips, it'll help you get a good enough lead that you can make some mistakes and still make first place. So let's go ahead and get started. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to pick a featherweight class. This is the only time where I would have to pick a featherweight class, because it is so much easier with a featherweight class. The featherweight class includes these babies and Isabelle. We're going to go ahead and pick Isabelle. For this one, we're going to go with max acceleration. We're going to pick the fastest ones. Max acceleration. And there's a reason why. Now, the goal of 200cc is not to cut the corners. Yeah, cutting the corners is good in this one, but your primary goal for 200cc is just to stay on the course. That's your primary goal, and not to hit the walls. Now, in terms of this, you don't actually want to do tricks. You don't want to do drifts, honestly. You just want to stay on the road and just cut the corners. Oh, I messed up there, no worries. And if it's a really long straightaway, then you can do a drift. Or a jump boost, I'm sorry. Talking and doing this is kind of hard. But generally, you don't want to do tricks all the time, and you don't want to do drifts all the time. Only if it's like a really long straightaway. Then you want to do drifts and tricks. But honestly, you don't want to do it all the time. Oh, shoot. Okay, now we gotta... don't even trick here. Don't even trick. You can drift here. Don't even trick. Don't even trick. But you can trick here a little bit. You want to break a little bit there. Trick. You got a mushroom, unfortunately. So the key is don't even trick if the boost is going to make you hit a wall. If it's a long straightaway, then you can trick, but you don't want to do it all the time. There's very rare instances where you want to do a stage trick. So that's something you want to avoid, actually, doing stage trick. And we got first place. So we're off to a good start here. Especially in 200cc, every little piece counts. See, look right here. Don't even jump trick there. Don't even jump trick there. Again, sharp corner. Don't jump trick there. Look at that. Oh man, that was so swag right there. Look at that. We jumped and we still drifting. Still drifting, guys. That's how you do it. You gotta master the techniques of 150cc. And you'll be able to do 200 no problem. And remember, just don't jump trick everywhere. If you see a sharp corner coming around, don't do a jump trick there, because you're going to crash into the wall. Here's one thing that I wanted to mention on 200cc. If you see a shortcut, you can actually use the bunny hopping technique to just cut it. If you have a drift boost ready, you can just cut it by bunny hopping. It's actually faster that way. It's a lot better that way, honestly. Okay, so now we're gonna review this replay because there was good highlights and good things that happened here. Oh, these are things that we taught about in 150cc. You can continue a drift even from a ramp. You want to keep holding the drift. Here's another thing. Initiate the drift right when you land. And here's something important that I did here. If you're going way too fast, you don't have to hold down the accelerator. Just let it go for like a few seconds, or even just a quick tap off of the accelerator, and you can make the straightaway there. You won't crash into the wall. And if you see an opportunity, just jump. Just jump, because you have so much speed, you could just jump over the grass. Brake drifting, no worries. We went off the grass, we used the bunny hopping. There we go. You see? We initiated the drift right when we landed. You can also do it in midair, so just get that drift ready when you land. Now I'm going to show you how to do it with a speed build. Generally it's going to be easier with an acceleration build though, just letting you know that ahead of time. Now with the speed build, you can actually use these tricks. You can actually do tricks here because your boost is not going to be that big. So if you did want to use trick boost, you can use a speed build. And for some reason I'm like stuck. There you go. So if you like doing the tricks a lot, you can do it with the speed build, just letting you know that. You're gonna have to brake drift a lot though, and you won't have as much of a head. You won't have as much of a head. You see how the enemies are like right behind me versus with the acceleration build, I was way ahead of them. Now that's one thing to note with the speed builds. They're gonna be right behind you. So, and we got hit at the last very second, and that's what cost us the race. So that's another thing to keep in mind with this game is you're gonna have a lot of RNG and bad moments like that. Don't get frustrated. It's part of Mario Kart. It's gonna happen. Guaranteed, this will happen to you. You get hit the very last second, there's nothing you can do about it. Oops. Oh my gosh. That is hilarious, guys. Oh, they already won. Never mind. I failed. Whatever. Oh snap. Oh snap. We got it. Whew. It's gonna be tough, guys. Even the pro players, intermediate, if you've been playing this game for a long time, it's gonna be hard. But you just have to keep trying and keep practicing, and it will happen. And there you go. 3 stars on 200 cc. Anybody can do it, guys. Just follow the method. You want to stay on the track. That's your primary focus. Number 1, stay on the track. Number 2, cut the corners. And number 3, you don't want to jump boosts on certain areas. You want to look for opportunities like that. And you too can get 3 stars in 200cc. Well, that's it for this Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Grand Prix Player's Guide. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys next time.